All right. Hopefully this should be working. Oy vey, I don't understand what the issue is and why. Other than my Wi-Fi card just straight dying. No warnings, no type of errors, but we're back. Hopefully we'll see how long this will go ahead and last. Move everything over and we'll start going ahead and getting everything made up into a crate. All right, so now Olivia will go take the other little frenzies. We'll take that amount. I know my Wi-Fi is dying. I don't understand why my well, I mean, clearly it's probably overheating. I have the AC like pointed right on it. We'll see if that'll go ahead and help it, but hopefully I can keep service. I'm hoping. No, let's go ahead and make them up. Nope. Alchemy. Not that one. That one. Yeah, it's been really annoying, and there's nothing I can really do to go ahead and fix it. So I do apologize. We are back up and running, just doing our random life skilling to make our bill. We're almost done our little alchemy chest, or our imperial alchemy. And get our settings reset back up and see how long this lasts. I do apologize if this goes down yet again. I'm gonna have to figure something else out. And I'll probably do the short, get that clipped out and post it up. Hopefully, if it'll let me. It's just really, I don't know any type of solution to go ahead and fix other than replacing the hardware, and I kind of can't at the moment. Kinda can't. Come on, 120 should be good enough. Olivia. Yeah, actually that is good enough. We'll go ahead and take them. 221 and 221. That'll give me a reason to go ahead and do my cooking and my alchemy again tomorrow and or later. It's just the stream. Just the stream. Like, the bit rate is set for Twitch because Twitch can't handle any more, but Twitch dies, then the stream dies, then YouTube dies, and then it can't connect again. Like, my OBS is just not able to connect again, which is like really confusing, and every time I go to look for anything online, I have done everything that the little help me things will tell me to do. Any little user updated guides and things like that, and still it's always the same exact issue, and I don't understand why, other than my computer is overheating. It's the only thing I could think. Like, granted, I could be wrong. So that, and like I told you, 1.2 build that we have made today. So we'll go ahead and we'll update this to let everyone know how much money we have made so far. Yeah, I don't know if there's an update to my... Yeah, I don't know if there's an update to mine. All right, 1.2 bill made. I'll have to look it up. Colin, I'm barely struggling to keep on, but we're here. We've done our Imperial turn-ins. We've made our 1.2 build for today. So now we're going to go head out to Velia to get our little Saily Dailies, get that started. Maybe we can get some good fish while out there doing our Saily Dailies. Maybe not. Maybe we'll find a Margoria treasure. Highly fucking doubt it. And hopefully my stream will stay connected. Is where I'm going. I don't need roads. Come on, come on. Now you want to load? Now you want to stop and buffer? I was doing good. Oh, turn around. We need to go over here and accept the quest in here. Hey, you. I need a quest. I'll take Tinbara. I'm stuck in a corner. Take you. And we'll go ahead, take you. Repair. Actually, we'll take out the boat first, and then we'll repair, just in case. Load. Nope. We'll buy supplies, exit, repair. Thank you, and let's get geared up. We're sailing. Throw on the experience because I'm still trying to power level. Obviously, we are not doing good on our sailing experience, so let's try to correct that a little bit today. Pop our log, get into our Ocean's Embrace, and for this we'll go ahead and pop the experience up just a little bit. And our costume we're going to be taking is going to be where are you? Right there. And replace the hat. And our clothes are sailing. Now for our pets, we will take out our bartering pets. And I think we'll take you out and we'll take the dragon instead. There. Board up and let us go. And now that we are out here, I can go ahead and pop our last Unbridled Celerity draft to go ahead and increase our sailing and... what is it? And the movement speed, which really doesn't... I don't really care for. It's mainly the sailing experience that I'm trying to go for. I'll head out, get all of the dailies that I can. Hey, Shaggy, how you doing? Yeah, I have been streaming for the last 2 months now. Recently, my Wi-Fi has been cutting out on me, or at least my OBS has been cutting out on me to the point where, like, it's been a little spotty, but your boy is here. We're out here. We're doing our sailing content. Maybe I'll find a good fish. Maybe I'll get one of the Margoria treasures. I don't know. I don't have any hope in any of those, but at least we're going to be out there doing our Saily Dailies, getting the sea monster hunting. a little bit of the bartering, little round robin. We've already made 1.2 bill for the day. So if I make more, I make more. If I don't, hey, I've already hit my quota. We'll take the daily over there for Aquala's Eye. We might as well take the bartering dailies and see if there's any bartering that can be done along the way to Tinbara and Aquala's, because I might as well go ahead and take care of that all in one go and, you know, be able to come back, do the Hakovin and all that. If it's not 100, then it's 0 fucking percent. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, it's not 100. It's always fucking 0. Never an in between. Never an in between. But hey, hopefully, because we have the AC blasting in the background, the computer should be able to cool down enough to not exactly give me any type of issues. And what really throws me off is my OBS logs are not logging any issue. Like, at all. Normally it'll go ahead and tell you, oh, it crashed because of this, or it crashed because of that. There's nothing. It is telling me everything is working as usual. Working as intended. It's probably because I'm playing a Prolibus game, you know, the good old Bethesda. It's working as intended, even though it's a fucking dumpster fire, but like, I don't know. I really wish I did. Come on, give me the crab over here. Damn, skipjack. You know, I could go for that here and not have to stop, so Durgo can actually be completed. I'll actually do that, yeah. Go to Aquila. Shouldn't take us that long to go ahead and do our daily, so go ahead and do that. All right, repair, just in case, wharf, load cargo, and buy supplies. Okay, now, barter information. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a look at all of the barters. We're not going to sort it. You thought everything is 50-50? Fuck no, everything's not 50-50. Nothing in life is 50-50. Sort it by our direction. Tinbara, Tinbara, Tinbara. Where are you, Tinbara? Because I know you're going to be a little bit further down. I guess Tinbara doesn't have anything. We'll do it by the map then. Yeah. I need a better idea of what I'm going for. So maybe the mural, we'll do 10 of those, get that done. And probably the ancient urn piece. Mural, ancient urn, 10 and 10. Yeah, that'll be 20. Hey, Snow, what's up? We'll go ahead and do that. We'll take those dailies and get those completed while we're also over there. Let me check to see. Do I need you guys? Yep, take you guys. We already have the weekly already gone because I haven't done bartering recently, and we can go ahead and do those dailies too while we're at it. Don't dig in the fucking fishnet, you weirdo. And take out... we'll do 2 of those. Turn in that, and we'll go turn in this daily here. That's all done, and let's board our boat and head off. Actually, no, I forgot. We need to load up the supplies and then go. So we're doing 10 and 10. That might be not a great idea in the long run, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it live. Yeah. And I gotta remember to stop at Durko before going to Hakovin. Oh. obviously I gotta stop at Ilya to go ahead and get the thing to stop at Durko instead of going to Encondo and then Durko. Oh, the slow ass sailing. I have to get one more cabin slot. Just one more, just because I have Creo fishing instead of having, I think it's in my crew, my cabin, or whatever it's called. The mess hall, yeah, the mess hall right there. Gotta get one more for it. I mean, technically I can move one from the cabin into the mess hall, but I don't want to have to juggle around the sailors. I kind of just want to be able to have it all filled out. I know I'm not going to be able to fill out the whole the cabins. I don't really care for that. It's a little bit too pay to win for me, but getting one of them. Do I have to pay for the early access? Because if I have to pay for early access, no, I'm not doing shit. I'm not touching it. I'm not giving them money to watch my money get burned for more pay to win shit. It's okay. I did enough for Throne and Liberty. I'd rather go and put the money into getting a better Wi-Fi card than watching yet another game that I'll probably play for a month and it'll go downhill instantly. It's all right. Let me go ahead and give it a check to see. Because I do have a feeling that I'm probably not going to be bothering with it. Do I trust Cacao Games to say that a game is not pay to win again? Fuck me. Let me think about that one. Would I rather have a beaver eat his way through my asshole up to my chin? Fuck. Okay, let me check my Steam to see if I need to do a whole beta invite type of situation. Or if I can do it on Steam. I can't remember, to be honest with you. Chrono Odyssey. Yeah, view page. Come on. Request. There. Requested. I don't care. Steam. Ouch. Fuck Steam. Okay, now that Steam is done fucking up my sound and everything, I requested it, and we'll find out if I get into the beta little test. We'll try it out. If not, I'm really not even gonna stress over it. Like I said, I have a feeling that it's going to be like Throne and Liberty, especially after they sit there and blatantly tell you that it's not going to be something that it's going to be. So you saw a guy hitting a rock with a pickaxe. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, if I get into the beta, we will try it out. If not, then I guess it'll just be one of those other games that, I will go ahead and be like, yeah, that was a great idea, like PAX Day, but man, that looks pretty bad. How many hours do I have left on that? Shouldn't be that long. We can go ahead and take care of our dailies. Oh, wait. I forgot. I need to do the turn-ins. Look at me just over there sailing off. Look at me just sailing off and doing nothing. Anchor, barter, continuous. Oh, special barter. What do we get? Probably shit. Knowing my luck. Knowing my luck. Here we go. Okay. Okay. 7 bill today. I can't complain. I was just hoping to do the little 1 bill, but like, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do. I don't have to make my alts earring anymore. God damn. Any way to tell if you are in the right area? The best way that I can suggest is to overlay the BDolytics map on top of your in-game map and try to adjust the land size to match it at least close enough to go ahead and tell. That's all I do. I'm not really, you know, that hardcore of a fisherman and all that, so it's just all I can really go off of. And yeah, it's a very, very, very small area. Like, a lot of the little fish tables can be very small, and it can be very difficult to figure out if you are even in the right area or not. But that's the only thing I can suggest. Like, off the top of my head, you said blobfish, right? I mentioned Chrono. They were like, yeah, let's go ahead and fix his RNG. So if you're looking for the blobfish, if I'm not mistaken, if you're looking at the map, it should be right about here. If I'm looking the rocks, yeah, like right about here. I could be wrong. You'd have to double check on BDolytics, but it's usually like near this rock. Like, again, I could be wrong. I'm not exactly like looking at it like that. Oh yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We are about to go stop off, get our gold bar. Where is the island that I need to go to? Louis? Special barter, special barter. Where the fuck are you? Invern. Oh, don't tell me you're all the way over here. Addicts. I think it is all the way over here. Where's that Louis Island? Because the special barter will not. Okay, right here. Yeah, I made 7 bill. I'm gonna have to go ahead. You'd have to check the fishing resource. If the fishing resource is like, I guess, exhausted, it's lower and everything, and the blobfish has a higher resource, it's abundant, or it's low, or anything above the other one, you're better off going for the blobfish. If there's not a lot of people going for the tripod, then you're better off going for the tripod because it is a lot easier to go ahead and get your boat set up and fish. You know, the blob will make you have to go ahead and sit there double checking your fish maps and all. And yeah, D, today has been a great day. A great day. Despite the fact that I kind of failed on doing any of the menace taps that I had earlier for my processor. I made 1.2 bill and I got a tri-menace special barter, which means I don't have to do anything for my alt earring. I can go ahead, get it converted over, and boom. Now I can start working on one of my other alts. Or I can sell it and make the 7 bill and pretend like nothing ever fucking happened. Can you make sushi? Nah. Nah, unfortunately, you cannot. Let's go ahead, get our gold bars, and do our special barter. I don't know, guys. What do you feel like I should do? Should I... Oh, wait. Let me just save myself the time, the effort, and you guys the mental gymnastics and figure out if it is going to be worth going ahead and even selling the tri manas, or yeah, because there's like 53 of them, two at lower, and personally I don't think that's going to be able to sell off relatively quick. I don't know, what do you guys feel? Do you think I can go ahead and move the tri manas a lot faster, or do you think it's a lot easier to go ahead and just, let me check the Prion, because I can use the Prion for mine, or I can there's like 21 for the base Prion. I don't know, so I got a couple choices. Either we can do selling the tri manas, we can convert it into the Prion and sell that, or we can just hold on to the Prion, use it for my alt, and start being able to gear up the other alt. So many good choices I can make. So many good choices. I just don't know. Trying to what, trying to sell? There's also like 21 of the Prion too. Prion and hold. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Really what I'm thinking because of that. Like, there's so many of the accessories already. And for 200 mil, I would go ahead and, yeah, I have no problems doing that. No motherfucking problem. All right, we'll go ahead and get that to be convinced. Yeah, and going by the market and all, it's just a very hit or miss thing to try to make money on now, because, you know, there's 50 of these, there's 20 of those, there's 90 of that, and no one's really needing to tap. After you get your Prion, it's just tap, fail, repair, tap, fail, repair, tap, fail, repair. Manos, you're either failing, breaking, or failing, crawling, and trying again. So, like, yeah, I'm gonna hold it. I'm definitely gonna hold it, and we will go ahead and exchange it when we get back into town or whatever. Whenever I get back over to Velia. That way I can just switch it off to my alt, and then I'm gonna do the fishing alt that I'm gonna start working on getting his Logia built into Manos to build into the Prion. So going by that, looking at our storage, Medea. Okay. We'll hold on to those two Manos earrings for future tapping. Yeah, I'm gonna go do my special barter for the Tri Manos earring. Just 200 mil for a beautiful Tri Manos for 1.7 bill, which is going to be converted into the Prion for my processing alt. I wish I had chosen to like do the little Logia, Garanoa, then Manos. When Mastery first came out, the stipulation was like, fuck Garanoa, Logia and Manus. Garano was such a waste, but as everything has progressed and all, it's like Garano has become so much more viable and all this. Like, I wish I would have taken the steps. I wish I wouldn't have got on the whole ban the Garano hype train and all that dumb shit. So it's the best way to get level 2 Kron coins. You're stuck on boat parts. You're talking about the bartering. The only way that you'll be able to do it is continuously. Is to go ahead and barter refresh. You can either refresh for the trade goods for being able to get the coins, or you can refresh it for being able to turn in the materials for the ship parts. But you can't do both. You have to either choose. It's all random. Sorry, man. Your RNG is bad. Your RNG is bad. You could use your croak. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, man. It's just your RNG, man. Like, I wish there was a way to go ahead and do it other than, like, leveling up your bartering and being able to unlock more of the routes, and maybe you can get your, like, a higher chance, maybe. Yeah, I wish 3K Mastery actually meant something for a lot of things. Ah, yes. Look at that. You just bought all Tet mana accessories back in the day. I crafted up all of mine to Tet. You wish they gave more than Tri Prion? What do you mean? I don't even think they gave Tri Prion. Oh, you're talking about the conversion. Oh, I gotta throw it in my actual ship. My bad. Like, why can't I? Look how sweet that looks. Look how sweet that works. Done deal. Yeah, I choose not to buy anything. Like, I choose not to buy any of my manas, but you can see why. Like, there are so many different ways to go ahead and get your accessories and shit like that. Like, at this point, there's no point. There's really no point. You can get from base all the way up to try. You have one Flamerose earring and necklace, a Garanor earring, 2 belts. You buy next, try Manos or duo. I'd go. Oh man, I mean, if you have the money to spend, I'd just go ahead and get your Prion. Your Prion is gonna be like how the Black Star or the Godry was a easier way to go ahead and try to tap up to the pen, Black Star quality or whatever. You know, it was a lot harder. It was a lot easier, but was a lot more expensive. It's like up until pen. Your Prion up until pen is like an easier method of trying to get your pen manas. But after pen, that's where it's a whole new ball game, and that's where you either have to commit to either sticking with your pen manas, your pen Prion, or the lower accessories, because it'll get extremely expensive. You'll mainly probably spend most of your time broke as shit. We'll go ahead over here and then do the exchange for the Prion and throw it into the storage. From there, we'll head all the way out to Oculus Eye, do our last little bartering daily for that, and then we will go start our sea monster hunting, do all that dumb shit. And it's pretty rough. You pitied both your I did. Hey, I am no stranger to having a pity tap my Prion. I've been doing it a lot. But if they release the Sovereign, it's always fishing. It's always fucking fishing. I don't care. Really don't care. I'm tired of always fishing. It's all anyone ever fucking cares about anymore, Stark. Like, fucking fishing. Man, there's more to Black Desert than fucking fishing. Like, fishing is great. Fishing is nice and all. It's just not the thing that I care about all the fucking time. Like, I don't care. Fuck fishing. Like, fuck fishing at this point. Like, can we just like focus on something else for once? Like, can we like all want something different than a fucking rod and a chair? It's always a rod and a chair, man. Always. Manus rod, a chair. Just always rod this, rod that, rod. No, like that's historic. You're not even wrong about that though. You're not even, because Fallout even came out with their fishing update. So it's like not sure where you can active. I mean, places that you can active fish is like Aqualiza. You can fish over there and in Margoria anywhere. Pretty good place to or to active fish. Can be like over here in Grana. Oh, you hate that game. Oh, you talk about what's it called? Other thing, the chest that washed up at the beach. Oh, you have a chance of getting the treasure map or Oculus and all or whatever. Yeah, I'd rather do the training over that too. Don't feel bad. Don't even feel bad. I'd rather do the mount training over the AFK fishing at Velia Beach. So I can't do it. I still have none. I still have to go for the rainbow fish that is out there because I can't be bothered. Is it main quest? Oh, it's on my fucking ship still. I'm like, where is it? I forgot it gets thrown into your ship inventory, not your inventory itself. My bad. I personally, if you have the fishing upgrades on your fishing rod in Fallout 76, I like that fishing. It reminded me a little bit of the New World fishing. I liked the Arcage fishing. Arcage fishing was a lot better than this fishing was, or is. I have to say one day, I say, yeah, I could have caught every fish, but that's a passive end. I am 53 point something percent into getting all of the fish titles itself. I mean, it obviously, I used to have a little bit more, but they introduced the little fishing contest titles. But yeah, I've been slowly getting all of my little fish guide done. But I think I'm missing. I haven't caught a pike yet. You know, just a little shit. I just have little odds and ends. Yeah, Crimson Desert. Pff. GBR? No, I don't fucking do GBR. Yeah, because that's the New World animation. That's what New World was doing. Um, Throne and Liberty did the same thing. Like, it's what we've been asking for Black Desert, and they threw it into Crimson. Oh, you're fine. Check the, hold on, I'll just show you. Oh, it'd be freshwater. I've caught 2 of them. I think my shining achievement will have to now be the pink dolphin. That's my crown jewel of my fishing achievements right there so far, currently speaking. Just did a decade-long beta test for Crimson Desert. It wouldn't shock me. That's what games are fucking doing anymore anyway. There's a difference between, like, like, say, Ark or Project Zomboid. The games where they have spent so long in their early access and shit like that, they have been doing updates constantly. Not like Star Citizen where they have been hinting at things that they want to do and have not been able to come out with it. See my loot. I got that the other night. My little chewini is getting a little hot. I have everything on. I have the AC on, little doggy. Don't you worry. You don't want to buy 10, but you have to at this point. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. But you know, everyone says you don't have to buy anything in the Pearl shop. You can buy it all from the Central Market. Pearl Abyss has done a really good job at making sure that the game is not pay to win. Yeah, everything looks fucking amazing if you ignore the bugs and all the blatant issues and the controversies and the fact that it will probably cost you more money in your entire life just sitting there trying to get a goddamn ship and shit. Like, nah, like, it's okay. It's alright. It's like trying to convince me about the life-skilling dreams. Like, you can try to convince me that all of this can be done free to play without any type of hindrance. I know better. There's no ball. It's all RNG. My RNG has been fucking amazing. Pay to lose your sanity even more. I guess we can... I guess I have to update my little stream title again. That'd be 8.3 bill. And we'll update this one. Yeah, pretty much all I do is life skill. All I ever do is life skill. I mean, I do mob grinding when I need to, like if there's an event ongoing that I really need something for life skilling. I have the gear to go ahead and do my little mob grinding and all. It's just I don't find enjoyment from it, and I'd rather just bake bread. I don't have to in some sense. You really don't have to, Cooter. Like, you really don't have to. I make a bill minimum every day. I can buy... What do you mean? I don't buy anything for cooking. Yeah, I don't buy anything for cooking. I life skill for everything. I life skill for everything. I life skilled for my Garmoth's heart. Like I life skilled for like the Kabua artifacts and shit. Like I don't care. Like I will life skill. If there's an option to go ahead and avoid the mob grinding, I will. Like, and I do. Like, bro, let me tell you. You think I got that from mob grinding? Fuck no. Like, I don't get anything from mob grinding. My drops are so bad that I am better off buying it from the central market or going out and life skilling for it if there's an option for the life skilling. Like, I did enough for the map, the compass, the mana. Yeah, I think it was the mana. I bought the health. But, like, I don't get lucky on any of the drops at all. Yeah, no. I just choose not to mob grind. Like, I don't do 1 ounce of mob grinding throughout the week at all. Like I said, if there's an event that is going to give me anything for life skill, oh, how many loot scrolls do I have? Oh man, actually I think I'll have to do it like this. Oh, collection. $1K. Find out. Da, 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 da. 1.2K. If you have the enough of the little cataclysm, you can. You have to have enough of these to, I guess, these ones. You can, but if you don't really remember to buy them, then you oftentimes will forget about it and you'll end up not having them. Like me, I tend to forget about them a lot. So my floor and scrolls are kind of lacking. I got 5 of them right now. 5 and 6 or 33 of the Geovan Grolin. Oh, let me check my journal. Let me check my journal. See what I've done in my lifetime for my shy at least. Oh. I did a mill. Like that's good enough, right? For a life skiller. Yeah, Coot, to give you an understanding of why I don't do any type of mob grinding, and I don't really need to. All this week, let's see. We made a bill yesterday. We made a bill for the fishing contest. Well, I guess before the fishing contest. Let me see. That one was a bill. That one was more than a bill. That was 14 bill that I made. That one, like, you can, but you can't. You have to do the dailies.
바다는 언제나 푸르죠. 그래서 그 속을 알기가 어려워요. 신호를 밝혀주시지 않으면 쫓겨나실 수도 있어요.
Yeah, all this week I've been making more than the 1 bill on most of the days, so at this point I wake up, I turn in the fish that I did my AFK, or I turn in all of the horses that I was doing my training, and then I go ahead and do any of the little routines that I need. How much money you been making that month? Ow.
이곳은 세 개의 영역으로 나뉜다고. 우리 금음달 길드와 검은 거북부족 그리고 신의
You
심해.
can make about a month, make more money AFK in town 3 times as much you can make grinding before. Yeah, if you put a lot of time and effort into the materials and shit, you can do a lot more than mob grinding, but mob grinding will always top you out. Until they increase the amounts of like the material values and everything, unfortunately mob grinding will always like make you the absolute most money for 0 effort. Life scaling, you have to put the money in, the time, the effort, all of that, just to be able to go ahead and make the money that you know, higher mob grinder could do. I've been life skilling all the way up to 63. I am 96.3.
우리는 지금 가장 아름답고도 위대한 섬을 탐사하고 있어.
A little bit of both, a little bit of none. I split it down the middle. I glue 1/2 and I eat the other. Oh. Wait, that's not the process you were telling. Oh, fish vendor is what I do. Just add that to all of the other things that I've been tapping. Oh, Coot, I tend to enhance mastery clothes just for the fun of it. I have. Let me change to my wizard, get his gear on, and I will show you the process that I've been doing. Like I said, as the title says, there wasn't really a life skilling update today. So, oh, no update today, and my wife went into work. So, you know, I have no plans. It's just random life skilling. My goal was to make one bill. I made 8.3. I think it's pretty good. And that was, oh, I spent 200 mil. Spent 230 mil. 230 mil to make my 8.1 bill. I guess I gave myself a little bit too much credit. I gave myself 230 more mil than what I should have said. My bad. But I can go ahead and rectify that. I can rectify that real fast. I think I can rectify that real fast. I'll show you what I'm on I guess try for all of my fallen.
필요한 게 있으신가요?
Grab out our earring. There we go. Yeah, I've just been building up my alt for the fun of it. No real point to it. 7.1, 7.1, 6.9, 6.8, 7.1, 7.1, just all extra, not really doing much, which means I can now go ahead and start getting the gear made up for my trainer. What is this? My alchemist slash cook, my sailor, my I guess my barter, my hunter, and my fisher. My fisherman is going to be the main one that I'm going to be starting to focus up on now that I have my processor for my little worker empire. My master is pretty low because I failed that
또는
menace
창조하는 게
tap. Watch, I'm going to fail it again. Yeah, I failed the one tap. Yeah, Kazarat are the only ones that will unlock that. Failure! Guess you want to slay some demons in the next expansion. Now, I really don't fucking care. I don't care about the mob grinding. Like, I really don't care, because I already know we're going to be standing this one spot. Oh, they're doing an AoE. Now stand in this one spot. All right, now move back to the original spot, or some dumb gimmick like that where you're just in one spot again. No, it's all right. I don't care. I don't care about no demon lands. It's only going to be more mob grinding, PvP type of content over there. So if you wanted more there, you would have to run them, but can you put the life crystals there? No, you can't do anything with that. For a life skiller, that is... Hold on, let me show you. For a life skiller, those are basically locked off. There should be no reason. Maybe if you wanted to do the matchlock hunting, but no, there is really no reason why a life skiller would be wearing their Kazarat over their normal little life skilling. Yeah, it would be so much of a loss. Like, take my sailing mastery right here, okay? 1.7k. You go ahead and you're like, oh, let me just go and use my Kazarat for the extra chance at the life crystals, blah blah blah. And I don't even know if that'll let you put it in there, the crystals. But that 700 mastery that I'm down, or 600 mastery that I'm down on, you know. So yeah, it'd be a huge loss if you went ahead and did that. Oh, I just wanted to go ahead and demonstrate It's a lot easier and a lot better to go ahead and show you as I am like, or demonstrate it so you have an actual like visual idea.
바다는 언제나
I'm gonna go ahead and take these quests now. Then I'm gonna use the bathroom real fast, and we're gonna continue on our little sea monster hunting. Hopefully my stream does not die when I'm in the bathroom, but if it does die, I will try to be back. Let me see how much longer I have. Yeah, I have about like an hour left, so we'll go ahead and finish out the sea monster hunting. I gotta eventually build up my galleass. Eventually I'll go ahead and get it. Well, yeah, I'm also almost at full 10 Prion, so it's the equivalent of getting rid of your 10 Manos and the extra little experience that the having all of the Prion gives you. The reason why I'm building all of the Prion accessories for my alts, just at base, I'm not worried about doing any of the tapping for them, is for that added little set effect. As you can see, +5, +5, +5. And then I get the +5, +5, +5 for the Manos and the Prion. So in theory, I can have like half Manos, half Prion, and I can still get the Manos and Prion effect. It's just the exclusive Manos Prion effect that I'm trying to stack up on my alts to go ahead and power level any of the life skills when I'm like trying to go out there on them. And you know, on the PvP, who most of it's just brag how I can pull more trash than you. Yeah, that's basically all Black Desert is. In a nutshell, it's all about how big your numbers go and can you brag about your numbers go big. That's about it. I've gotten to that point in my career where I don't really care about those numbers going bigger, nor do I care about the bragging about those numbers going bigger, because at the end of the day, it's just some digital fucking pixelized materials, and it doesn't really... I want to have fun. You know? Yeah, like... It's a fucking video game. I'm supposed to just lose myself in the entertainment, not sit there and try to make it into a job. And for me, I got to that point where, you know, Black Desert was being made into a fucking corporate goddamn job. CEO, make sure your empire is putting out so much and you have to do this and this. And now look, I'm casually making over 8 bill a day, you know. I can do 5 over there, make 3 over there. I do this, I do that. Not really worried about it, and I can sit around just chatting. I don't have to do an hour over there with the mob running. What's up, Silver? I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. I can just, oh, well, you know, today I'm going to do some active fishing. You know, today I'm going to go bake some bread. Fuck yeah, thank you for the follow. You're fucking amazing, Coop. Coop. God, my English. I'm American, all right? I never once said that my English is spot on. We don't speak English. We speak American. It's America. All right, I will be right back, everyone. I need to use the bathroom, let my dog out, and we will continue doing what we were doing. I want to see if I can't just extend how much more money I can make today. And hey, we might get lucky on the sea monster hunting, get a good drop. But give me 1 second, everyone. All right, I am back. Hey, Volo. Sure, it's fine to play casual when you have time. Yeah, casual play is not for everyone. I will admit that. You also have to have the funding to be able to do the whole like casual play. Let's be real. If you don't have the money to put into the Pearl Shop for the account unlockables and all of that dumb shit, it's like you're gonna have to try hard. Like when my VP finally expires, my Kama's blessing and all that, I'm gonna have to try a little bit harder to go ahead and maintain making a bill a day. But I'm still gonna be what, like 3-4 steps ahead of a normal little free player, just because I put the money into getting the account unlocks. Yeah, you have to understand that if you don't have the VP, then you are going in with 30% less silver that can be made at the central market. So instead of, selling like 4K of something, 5K of something, you'd have to sell 6 or 7 to be able to make what the other person made for just that batch. Whereas they can go ahead and, make that one little batch or make the same amount of that you're having to do to overcompensate and make even more money. You get what I mean? Oh yeah, and the inventory slots. Yeah, that's another thing. The stables, the wharf, the lodging, all of it. Yeah, you'd have to try a little bit harder to go ahead and do what the other players are doing. I mean, it can be done. It'll be a little bit more annoying. It's just I'm going to be a little bit ahead of the other players that have not put any type of money into it. I have my max inventory. I have certain little storages that are ready and slotted so that when I do lose my VP, I don't lose out on a lot of the slots and things like that. No, no. RuneScape is a little bit more extreme, like Eve. Like they have so much of their game locked behind that paywall where you have to go ahead and sub. Whereas here, I don't really have to get the VP and everything. Like I said, you can go about it and not have to pay any type of money. Like I said, no, you really don't. If you don't have the money to go ahead and get your account unlockables and things like that to go ahead and soften the blow, like I can go ahead and I'm gonna lose 30% on the central market, but if I go ahead and turn those crates in, I'll go ahead and cover that 30% that I lose out on the central market on just the crates alone. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that instead. But if you have your VP, like a lot of the materials are better off being sold on the central market. I've been doing a mental deep dive on just what I'm gonna have to go through for transitioning into a free player. It's been a couple of years since I've actually done the whole free player route. So now it's like, make sure I have my keys on me. Yeah, I do. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. That's why I'm going ahead and explaining everything and, not getting all mad or annoyed or anything of the such. I'm just here to go ahead and show players that there is like an active, like, there's active parts of the game that you could still enjoy. You could still make your a lot of money without having to either touch the central market or resort to just AFK gameplay. Like, it might be a little frustrating and a little bit more annoying because you can't just simply sell everything on the central market. But if you're set up, you've prepared for it and all, you can go ahead and cover those costs in other more time-oriented ways. And I know time is money, but yesterday I went out and I got 20 of the buried seals for 8 minutes of gathering out there with the lizards. I'd made 1.4 bill. That was 8 minutes of work. But that didn't take any value pack. That didn't take any type of pearl item. That was just the minigame and getting lucky because I have my mastery up so high. Sandboxes. Yeah, that's why I said it's hard to find another game that can compete with Black Desert in terms of the sandbox to MMO ratio. Like, a lot of them, they'll start out as a sandbox, but it'll turn into a theme park, or it'll be a theme park where it'll turn into a lobby type of MMO. I'm not coming for World of Warcraft, it's just the natural progression of things. Think about the VPs. Yeah, they give out the value packs a lot. It's just in between. I want to go ahead and not have to suffer so much. You know, I don't want to have to sit there and save all of my shit to wait until, like, oh, maybe I'll get a VP next month, or oh, I don't have enough of the loyalty, or oh man, I wanted to get that on the loyalty, but I can't get that because I have to go ahead and get the one day of the value pack because now my storage, my central market is all overstocked and there's nothing I can really do. It's like, I don't want to have to deal with those limitations, nor will I sit there and try to force myself to go through that limitation. So oh yeah, maybe my PO will go to... I had a pre-order there for 2 years. It does not ever get filled. It's okay. Like, I know better. I know better. You have to pay the $40 a month just to get all the subs if you want to go ahead and min-max. If you're a filthy casual, you don't really care about, oh, well, you could have made like 400K more if you would have sold it on the central market and got your, you had to save your value pack for this, and if you jumped through that and knocked on the door 3 times in a circle when the moon is facing the 5th equinox of the summer solstice, like, get the fuck out of here. I want to have fun. I just want to casually just go out and make 10 bill like it's nothing. You know, wipe my ass with another like 5 or 6 10 bill just on taps just because, you know, I can. And at some point you're better off waiting for the event drops. You know, people always tell me that, Coot, but I don't... When I say my RNG is really bad when it comes to mob grinding and bosses and all of that, I did Garmoth from the point where they released Garmoth all the way up until a year after the piety was released and never once got a goddamn Garmoth heart. I've gotten 3 of the piety pieces before I even got any type of significant drop from Garmoth. My drops are bad. Like, my drops are so bad. No, it's one thing that I always get annoyed about when people mention Garmoth or like any of the sites where if someone puts in the average wrong, or they're trying to, you know, put in the numbers to brag or whatever, it fucks up the whole entire averages, and it makes it look like you're either doing too good or you're not doing good enough, and it really ruins your psyche when you're out there doing the mob grinding. If you don't really mob grind a lot, if you don't know the ins and outs and all of that, like, I don't do mob grinding, so if I go on a website and I look at I see that my gear is about that, and I have this buff active, I have everything that Garmoth is telling me, and the average is still showing that I am doing so bad that my average is like 1 or 2 times less than what it is, like, yeah, no. I get really discouraged and I don't even want to bother going out and doing the mob grinding, which is why I don't bother with it anymore. I'm from when the game first came out. Like, I had my early bird title. My luck has been so bad since then. Like, I made up my mind early on 2016 I was not going to be a mob grinder. I was going to solely be a life skiller. Dead ass, no lie, no joke, no bullshit. Like, even my wizard, my first character that I ever had, has most of his life skilling gear, like all the costumes and everything. That's like, what, 200, 300 bucks on just the costumes for my wizard, and I went ahead and bought all of those all over again for the Shy when the Shy got released, because my RNG was just that bad. Yeah, no, I stick with just my Kabuas that I have here. I have some of the other artifacts, like, where are they? I have the Black Spirit Rage, and I have some other little minor ones for my alts. Yeah, it's like every time they tell me that I should be doing this number or that number, I never do, and it really discourages me a lot. I'll have to pull out the food, or I'll probably have to buy some. Yeah, so I just go out there, I bake some bread, I hug a tree, you know, I'll shoot a fucking whale shark in its face. But if I need anything for my combat, and I have no other way other than to buy it, then yeah, I'll go ahead and I will resort to having someone, you know, sell it to me. But when it comes to materials, it comes to like other things that I can just go out and life skill, even if it's at a slower capacity, then I'm gonna go out there and do it at a slower capacity. Like, I've been getting into the whole mindset of not using the Villa scroll because I'm gonna have to travel all the way out to Valencia to just get the invitation scroll to pop it on mine, because I won't have the buff to be able to remote use the Villa scroll buff, and it takes a very, very long time. So at this point, I'm better off just, if I need to use it, I'll go out of my way and get it. If not, then mentally, okay, well, I can get around not using that one little bonus energy. Is that a glowing one? I can't tell. No, it's a piece of fucking boat. Always. Which way are we going? Neither. We have to go up here. Same goes for the treasure grind. You've been grinding a DSR since the rework and no treasure piece for months. This week you got 3 pieces. Yeah, it's like when you're trying to actually go out there and you're hoping for a meaningful session, you get nothing, and you're like, I don't even want to do this anymore. And then other weeks you're like, you go out there, you can get everything that you fucking want, you're really encouraged, and then you fall right back into the same fucking cycle. Set an alt there and buy what you need. I really should, but that requires me to actually not be lazy, Velo. Like, I don't think you guys are really quite understanding the fact that I don't really care about, like, the min-maxing of how much money I can make and all that dumb shit. I'm happy with a bill a day. If I make more, I make more. Like, after that, it's just a casual game to me. There's no other game that I can play that has so much sandbox gameplay in it, you know? Yeah, I'm just chilling. You know, the usual life skill and chill. Maybe I can get lucky and find one of those little treasure chests, right? Maybe I can get lucky. Yeah, unfortunately, as much as myself, I hated having to go out and get the tent. You need the tent. Regardless of whether or not you can pop the Villa scroll or not, that tent really does come in handy with just the repairs and the item drop scroll that you can get, or whatever other buffs are available. And yeah, if you have an alt set up over at the villa, you can get the invitation transported over to whichever tune you're using, and you can bypass having to run out there. I just actually have to get either... I'm thinking I'm going to put my hash out there because he's going to be set up for doing the Valencia trading. It'd be a lot easier. I can just have him run. He doesn't have to worry about the stamina drain while running around the desert. It's not going to take me that long. I can just easily have him set up. There's what? Yeah. I can have him set up just right here, or even like over here, and just turn it in. Get the invite there, and teleport back. Or I guess, use the maid to transport it over. Lucky... Not sure there's a thing in the game. I think it comes down to more of a consistency. It really does. Is there not anything here? No, there's not a monster here. Let's try over here. Do. There you are. After all that time of searching for one of the Margoria lost treasures, your boy found one trying to sail all the way back from the center of Margoria. You have any food? Yeah, I do. Like, sat there, I tried and I tried and I couldn't find it. And after all that time, got 100 crow coins. He used to be a lot better. He used to be a lot better before, like, you know, you get a dine. You know, if you don't have a dine out there, he can run around the desert and you don't have to worry about the slow running. You don't have to worry about the stamina. You can just go, you know, and throw up his movement speed and you're pretty much zooming. Once you get a dine, it's like, okay, well, I'll go and I'll do, I'll maybe set him up for this, trading, and then they did away with the whole active trading, so now it's like, okay, well, crate trading, maybe? You know, desert miner? That's the best I can do. There's not really much in terms of life skilling, there's not really much I can use for him. Eventually I'll like figure something like really solid for him, but right now, just because he can run through the desert and not have to worry about any of the stamina drain, he's going to be mining and doing the whole trading in and shit. I'm talking about the crate trading. Because, let me check Soul, see if Godu has any more that I can send out. Yes, I do. Because I do the crate trading from Land of the Morning Light all the way out to Valencia 2, I kind of need to have someone over there so I don't have to resort to jumping into a well. Let's go ahead and send you off, and with the last of that, we can send... Actually, we'll hold off on that. Check... Yeah. We'll hold off on that. You're not even gonna mess with the myth. I'm still trying. I have one more I need to tap. I get the one more tapped, my my T10 Dine, and I got the Crocodile Sanctuary, and I'll have the brown sugar. Alright. All right, here you go. Here you go. Get some luck. Go for that T4. I spent 500 or 400 on trying to tier up my hedgehog back in the day before the pet update. Fun times. All right, we have 30 minutes left. 30 minutes? And then I'll have to go cook dinner. And then I'm probably going to jump on some Project Zomboid again. That's not glowing. Your free one that gave out does just what you need. I want that sugar though. That's my only like problem. Until I get that thing, like I have to resort to having to make up my own sugar, and I hate having to make up my own sugar. So I got the T10 Doom, the T10 already, and I'm working on smashing up my 2 Dines that I have. The one that I'm riding around and that one in there. No T4, unfortunately, I'm so sorry. Yeah, those can be a little annoying to try to tap up, especially if you don't have all the Goffreys and everything ready. The one that teleports. Yeah, it's too much PvP for my liking. Kind of hoping I'd find one of those treasure chests. You never play a game like Zomboid, but it's interesting. Okay, so the learning curve I feel is like a lot more off-putting. Like trying to learn how to play it is so much more off-putting than actually playing it. You know, watching it, it's like, yeah, man, that looks fucking amazing. And then when you actually sit down and start playing, it's like, oh my god, what, these controls are so fucked up. Let's be real. It's like Dwarf Fortress, RimWorld, you know, games like that where you have to put a lot of effort into learning. It looks really fun to watch. It looks fucking amazing. Like, yeah, like Dark Souls and all that. Until you actually get down, it's like, oh my god. Yeah, games with infinite depth, they always look so much more off-putting than what they really are, just because of how deep the depth goes. And with Dwarf Fortress and like Project Zomboid, games like those, it takes a fucking nosedive. You're jumping off a cliff with no parachute at that point. Once you learn it, it's like, yeah, it's great, but the process in trying to learn it, that's where it can get a little annoying, and a lot of times players will just say, fuck it. Like, I can't, how come that's not one of the ones that's some baby back bullshit. You'd imagine. Like, let me open you. You'd imagine. Da 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 da. Come on. Looks like I have to craft up a belt and a Manos necklace for tapping purposes next. Oh yeah, having the scholar. Mine is set up for mob grinding. I have to put her back down in Prodi, but I have this bitch over here. Yeah. I have her set up for doing my little mob grinding, nothing too serious. And then my Dosa, I am slowly getting him built for his own little mob grinding again. Nothing too serious, just doing something. Then I got my mob, or my Nuvier boss grinder. Where are you? Yeah, and then I have the one that I do Nuvier with whenever I want to go ahead and do that. You're a comp Fortnite player, taking a break from shooter videos, the only MMO you have ever gotten into. Yeah, the Lifeskilling is the only reason why I even bother with, playing Black Desert anymore. There's no other game that has come close to it other than Arcade, which kind of died within beta 3 to beta 4. So by the time release came out, it was already destined to fail. But no other game since then has ever come out to meet the needs for the life skilling capabilities that Black Desert has. Like New World, they started and then it got trailed off because like the whole dungeon raid that overshadowed anything that you can go out there and gather and craft for. The gathering and crafting could only be done when out there searching around the world for the little things to the loot chest to open up and find the materials. So it's like you're in a vicious cycle of don't care, why would I, when I can just go to a dungeon and get 5 times better. Lord of the Rings Online, they've been out for so long, unless there's like a huge wave of newer players jumping in, it can be a little bit harder to go ahead and do any type of gathering and crafting and all that, because there's really, I think after level 40, there's no real point to it up until like a certain point again. At least that's how it used to be back in the day. I know they've made a lot of changes. I'll have to go back in and check it out. And they need to upgrade their graphics and the upgrading system in Lotro. If you don't mind the old school feel to it, which I'm personally, that's from back in my day. Like, I'm not from this new Fortnite type shit. My first MMO that I played was back in what? It came out in 91, I think. I played in 95 to 97. Like, I'm used to that shit. It was the first one that you played? Yeah, fond fucking memories. Like, I still have an account, and I just stopped paying for the sub this month for it. Like, I still actively play. It's just one of those games where you can get lost in the environment. You can get lost in the questing. You can sit there and just play for hours, not really doing much other than going for the achievements to get all of the cash shop currency, because they give you a way to get your cash shop currency, unlike a lot of the other games, something that a lot of companies can go ahead and work on doing. Oh, from what I hear, Coot, the PvP is back on again. Like, people are really invested in the PvMP. Like, really, really invested into it now. Since the servers got updated to 64-bit, like, there has been a massive increase of how many players are actually in-game playing. It's actually really impressive on their player base. There's really no way to show how many players are playing because you have the Steam version and then you have the original client. But yeah, apparently it's popping again. Like, really popping. Apparently the role-playing is back again. Like, where all the other MMOs were growing and getting their little player base and niche and all that, when they started dying, Lotro, it was like the opposite. They were growing, Lotro was dying, and now that they're all starting to peter out, stagnant and all that, Lotro's like, yeah, MMOs, let's go. It's like, oh, okay. This expansion, this update, you've updated this quality of life. The player modeling is different. This was added. These zones were added to add a different variety for this, a whole new story. They added hard mode for the game itself. Okay, so you have 12 different versions of hard mode that you can play through as a solo player and as a group player. Like, when every other MMO was dying, they were like, nope, not us, guys. We will come back stronger. Like, I am playing on difficulty 8 on the my little solo play for my minstrel. You know, just because like it'll add different little difficulties into the mob grinding and really need you to craft up your gear and you know worry about food and stuff like that because the mobs are it's not just one shot they're dead because the game has been out for like almost 20 fucking years or a little bit over 20 years now at this point. But it's like it's it's a lot of work that they put into it. It's great. It's great. There was one playthrough that I was doing that I because one of their servers they have the something the Nazgul or whatever. You have a chance of proccing them. The monsters have a chance of doing their skill like a whole new AoE skill and they can one shot you now. It's like really, really interesting. Yeah, the difficulty settings, like, it's like walking into a level 50 as a 15 and you're in the newbie starter area. Like, when was the last time that you died out there in the Shire? Like, you go to the Shire just because there's less combat and the danger is far and few in between. Like, no. Going out, yeah, once. Once. Maybe when they see the new TV, they'll go, maybe the game was not so bad. No, no one really cares about the show. No one really knows about the game. Remember, Amazon tried to overshadow the original game, saying that they were going to make their own MMO, even though the original MMO is already out. Like, they tried. They tried to overshadow it for the show and bring up hype for a whole new MMO. And it didn't exactly pan out in their favor. And then Lotro came out with another expansion. This shit has been popping for the last year now. And with the when they announced the 64-bit server, the player population grew even more. Now, like I said, there's really no real way to go ahead and tell the population, but there are some things that we can check, like the Lotro stats. Go ahead and see, give a rough estimate. Logins, no. Because it's really hard to determine. Let's see, Glam Drink, 22,000 logins, 21,000, 21,000, 20, like 13,000, like, take it with a grain of salt. You have to go in and type in, like, or go into the social tab and see how many players are actually playing and all that good stuff to see. But for the most part, it's like, it's extremely populated. I'm running into players while out there still like leveling up and things. There are players going back out and leveling. No one likes to hit the level cap. They'd rather stop at level 90 and start a new tune. I didn't like the 90 process. I'm not gonna lie to you. I stopped. I gave up and I decided to start a whole another tune. I started several different tunes because I hated the level 90 leveling process. Gallius, Metacannon, no, can hold off on doing that. Go ahead and get that one. No, we'll get the wave. And there. I mean, we didn't make a lot of money out there doing the sea monster hunting, which is fine. I kind of already made over 5 bills, so I'm pretty much golden on that front. And then we still have the materials that we can go and continue doing that. Yeah, I know. It's like a Wizard 101. They're still fucking popping. They're still popping enough to go ahead and get their console version coming out. I mean, it's in their early access right now.
이곳은
But it's like they are still out. They're still doing it. It's like EVE Online. It should be good. You have any guides on boat mats that are locked behind bartering? Not really. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Are you saying that are not locked behind it? If you look in my YouTube channel, there should be a guide on the sea monster hunting materials. Basically, it's just showing you which monsters you can kill for the materials. Nothing about how to upgrade the boat or which boat you should be using, blah blah blah, just where to get these materials. I know a lot of people like to complain because they feel as though it is false advertisement. I am supposed to show how to upgrade the boat to it. To do it. Like, yeah, they just want you to hold their hand and saying go to the wharf and hit the upgrade option. You know, a lot of times you know how to upgrade. It's just like you have where to get the materials. Oh, I'm not getting lucky on my bartering. Is there any other way to get the materials? It's just a way to go ahead and show players, like, here's how you can go ahead and get them like this. See? Just like that. Doesn't take any rocket science or anything of the such, and you can pretty much like sit there and upgrade your caravel to I did the frigate to a galleass in one day. Technically, I did Bartali to the galleass in one day, just doing the sea monster hunting for all of the little materials because my bartering RNG was not too good, and I didn't do a lot of bartering, so I didn't have a lot of the routes open. Not only is there a crafting guide to get the hotkey, it won't tell you anything that could be crafted and everything you still can in the crafting notes. A lot of players don't even know about the crafting notes, to be honest with you. Like, you mentioned crafting notes, like, what? That's a thing? Yeah, crafting note. I think almost everything is in the crafting notes. Yeah, almost everything. It's like, do you even fucking play, man? Do you even fucking play? Yeah, it's even in there, like, come on. There's like content in the crafting notes that has been so unloved and forgotten in there, and it still has a little tab. Like, you'd be really shocked and amazed on what a little F2 can do for you. But I think that's also a reason why I like playing Lord of the Rings Online or like EVE Online, just how complex the crafting can be, and yet it's really not. You know, you don't need the crafting notes or anything like that. It'll tell you, but at the same time, you have to do this and this and this in order to increase the chances of getting a higher grade of the whatever you're crafting and all that. And with EVE, it's like you have to get this skill or that skill or do this or do that in order to reduce the amount of materials that you're using and the efficiency that you're doing and blah blah blah. Like, I like things like that to a point, but the whole hand holding and everything, it gets a little annoying sometimes. Like, the crafting notes are great, it's just, I don't know. I have mixed feelings with them. I have mixed feelings with the crafting notes. Blacksmith that made you get lead potions are all the lands in Black Desert. Fucking blacksmith. Yeah, the crafting notes are a little outdated, but they're still getting things added to it. It's the lore of why they took some of the stuff out of the game. You know what the PA lore there is? It didn't make us money. We gotta remove it. They couldn't swipe their cards for more crons when we added it. It got to go. Let's check the quality assessment here. Can I monetize it? Is there any way to indirectly monetize it? And is there a way to monetize it while indirectly monetizing it and monetizing any other way that you could possibly think of? Yes, yes, and yes? Keep it. Fucking Marnie breaking the fourth wall and shit. So I get it. I finally get why there's an invisible wall over there. You guys know when you're out there sailing around and you see that continent over here? That's America. That's where the that's where Marnie took our fucking gunslinger from. That's actually America. I guess I wish we could see it. Yeah, that's America right here. You should not be there. Yeah, you used to not be able to see anything over there. It used to just be like a long, long horizon line of just straight nothingness. Oh wait, I need my bartering thing. I'll have to do that before I go and make dinner. You complained about the Crystal Break and PA release, Crystal Restore coupon. Exactly. If they can monetize it, they will. And they know we'll go ahead and take it. They're like, yeah, sure. We'll go ahead and we'll eat that shit up right now. No qualms about it. The exploring node, there is one for the books under the water. Under the sea. No, it's the only thing out there. And that's if you don't get stuck and have to get teleported out, and then your boat is stuck in between the teleportation little wall and everything else. I'm not saying that's ever happened to me when Land of the Morning Light first was patched in and they had to go ahead and put the wall there. I'm just saying for a friend is all. Need crow coin. Now we're gonna need one, and one. Good days. Fun times. How much time? I got 15 minutes. 15. Can I do this butter route in 15? Probably not, but once I get done this butter route, I do have to go and cook dinner. I do. What's your take on PA no longer releasing armor outfits, focusing on Enjoy outfits? Fucking, oh god. I'm just waiting for the Korean hype to go down and it goes back into the immersion. It'd be a lot of work. And them changing anything would be a lot of work. But yeah, I'm not getting any of the costumes. I don't really care for any of the costumes. If I wanted any of those costumes, I'd play into it. That's a great comparison. I don't care about jeans. I don't care, like, about a fucking hoodie and all that dumb shit. I want to look like I'm actually in the game, surviving, doing my bread baking and all that. Like, Like I said, good old days, back when the immersion aspect was actually a little higher than their money they can make on how many pairs of jeans they can sell. Next thing you know we're gonna have a Supreme hoodie in the fucking shop. We're gonna have our Gucci flip-flops and shit like that. Just wait for it. Foreshadowing. I will end you. You're lucky you were still spawning, because I would have ended you right there on the fucking spot. Would have been like, YOLO. Supreme collab. I'm waiting for it. We don't do collabs like that anymore. I don't think we're allowed to after the Bugatti incident, but like, it would be funny, and I kind of low-key expect it. You're getting one and one of the plushing so you can get the full out of it. But the plushies are fine. That's cool. That's fine. It's just, when you're in game, I kind of want to get something that's immersive, not something that'll make me look like I just went over to Gap in Calpheon. Where the fuck's the Gap? Where's the Walmart over there? How the fuck am I running around wearing my Kmart jeans and my fucking Target hoodie? What the fuck? Like, why does my Berserker have a Stanley cup? I don't think that's lore friendly. Okay, cool. We got Berserk thrown into the world. Oh yeah, cool. You know, Marnie. Nah, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear no fucking Marnie is just a fucking Jeff Bezos cosplaying as a weirdo. Like, no, I don't want to hear it. Fuck that. No. No, I should not have to worry about whether or not that horse wearing the Bugatti armor is gonna fucking run me down, or if Ford is gonna come out with a wagon skin. I don't need to pay fucking $30 for a Dodge skin on my goddamn boat. They did. They gave an airship out once. No one cared for it. But you can get on it. I think you could still get on it, but no one cared about it. Like, no one cared that they removed the climbing feature from the trailer when the game was first coming out. No. The hype, okay, so the whole thing of the airship was they were going to build hype on, you know, being able to do the flying. No one wanted it. No one cared for it because they were more into the immersion. They wanted to be able to feel like they were going around the world. That I want to say the airships came out after the Great Ocean Expedition, but at that point no one really cared. They were more immersed in going and sailing around and doing this and doing that, that like flying just wasn't really cared for. And then it just fell by the wayside. They tried to do again with the dragon flying. They released that or they teased it, and nothing came out to it to where no one really gave a fuck about it. And then when the dragon actually came out, it's just another little thing. No one really cares about it. I mean, if you like the dragon, you like the dragon, but, you know, it didn't build the hype that PA was kind of hoping that it would build. You know, it's supposed to be for the guild PvP and all this shit, and then they said that they were going to give it out for everyone, so it looks like now the PvPers didn't really have a incentive to go out and do their PvPing, and everyone had the shit. So they kind of killed the hype on that themselves. take breaks here and there. Casual play, man. Casual play. I'm pretty sure I just missed Durko. Let me just save myself the time and effort. There. Now I actually know where I'm going. Like I did when they revamped Karma. Oh, you mean when they killed the PvP in terms of Jay getting killed during a live stream? Yeah, it's too chonky. And that's the complaint that I was hearing from like the players when they first got their dragon. The controls were too clunky. It just did not feel like a natural flying mount. It didn't feel like World of Warcraft, or it didn't feel like any of the other games that had flying mounts. It was just chunky. But it was just a test drive. Guild Dragons are supposed to spew fire. Yeah, but if there's no real hype for it, it's just... You can put it out. No one's really going to be excited about it, and that's it's unfortunate. But yeah, they tried the whole flying thing before. And they still keep trying to do the flying, and still they just drop the ball. It'll be a great idea, it'll be great in logic, and then in all actuality, it's like, come on. You delayed it. You delayed it how many times? You couldn't get the controls, fleshed out a little bit. You couldn't get this worked out. You couldn't, have it the way that you went ahead and said that it was going to be, like right out of the gate. Why fix something not broken? I mean, the dragon is broken. I mean, the controls fucking suck. It's like the ocean navigation, like the auto pathing out here in the islands, even Margoria, like the auto pathing is fucking suck. It sucks. Like every time they say, "Oh yeah, we fixed the auto pathing," they don't do anything to it. I was told I can go ahead and check an option to make sure that my auto path was not doing a loop-de-loop, and I'm doing 6 different loop-de-loops. And that's just to go ahead and correct myself to do the next fucking loop-de-loop. No. Like the bridges. They fixed the bridges. And now, you still fall off, okay? That didn't get fixed. They fixed the bridge entrances with the fences and everything so that you did not get stuck on the bridge entrance trying to do your AFK running. And then you are still getting stuck on the fences, especially over there from Balanos to, from Velia to Olvia. Especially that bridge there, the one that they showcased in the little GIF on their patch notes, that one. Yeah, remember that? And you still get stuck on there. Oh, Alejandro's farm should be better with your wagon, and yet I sat there and showed that my wagon was still getting stuck. Like, when the PA will give up their horse only mount system, and we will get a mythical mount like Griffin and Phoenix. At this point, we'll probably get a car. We'll probably get all of the mounts like an Arcage. We'll get a car, we'll get a fucking dolphin, a submarine, dolphin gate. But yeah, we'll get like all those stupid little Arcage things. You know how the Korean natural progression of an MMO goes. It'll start out with your fantasy, then it'll start getting into more modern themes, and then it'll slowly start to phase into a more futuristic splashing on top of what used to be your fantasy. I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying it's like adding guns and jeans and hoodies and Supreme and H&M and all that other shit. It just seems like a natural progression. I've seen it time and time again. First you start out with with swords and shields and bows go pew pew. Now you have a gun and a fucking bazooka with like a Bugatti collab and all this shit. Yeah, no, we're gonna get a Toyota Prius. We're gonna get a Tesla. That's what we're gonna get. That's gonna be the one that'll go ahead and stoop down low enough to give us a collab. Bet. Fucking bet. Add the gunner class and the game will die. Downfall of MMOs is to add a gunner class like they added the gunslinger class to BDO. Told you, every Korean game goes down a natural progression. Wait for Throne of Liberty to release their gun, their musket, or any type of gunslinger class. Wait for it. Wait for any type of mechanical firearmed class. Oh yeah, I mean, come on. What better way to go ahead and PvP? All of them do it. They all fucking do it. It's just the progression of things. It's like if you started out with buy to play, when your revenue started going down, you reinvent yourself to having a subscription. And then when that starts going down, you'll add the free-to-play option with the optional subscription. And then when that stops like paying the bills, you'll go ahead and add even more limitations. And then when that stops paying the bill, that's when you start adding all of the other collabs with all these other little companies, and you start trying to make the game into a modern game to appeal to all of the Fortnite players and things like that. You know, whatever game is popular during the day, like Inzoi. Oh, gotta add some jeans, gotta add some hoodies, gotta make yourself look like you're playing Inzoi when you're not really playing Inzoi. Yeah, there's dragons here. Fuck the dragons, bro. Give me the Supreme. I want that Gucci. Uh-huh. And then the server merging. Yep, and then the motherfucking server merging. Once you get to the server merges, that's when you know you hit. Might end up like Call of Duty with LeBron and Nicki Minaj skins. What? Fortnite? You said Fortnite? What? We'll get it. Bet. We'll get it. We already had the stupid Berserk collab again. I thought about the class. I had martial arts even for PvP and PvE. Most likely beginner. Like, why? Because it's the natural progression of things. It's like how nature will always revert to a crab. Will always evolve into a crab. The end evolution is always crab. Perfect life. Crab. You know, it's the guns, bazookas, all the modernness is the MMO's equivalency of the evolution cycle of a crab. That's the best way you can put it. And if you start out with sci-fi, sorry, the natural progression is just your trying to scrape whatever money you can get, server merging, and then you're closing. You don't have that natural progression. You fucked yourself over on that one. It's like when you're growing up and the teachers told you that you can be anything that you wanted to be and you decided that you wanted to become an artist. It's like that. You know, you could do it. You can enjoy it. But you're better off doing something else. I know, you basically you cap yourself. I'm saying from personal experience. I'm saying from personal experience to myself, like I did the whole art shit. I lost my art scholarship and everything, and after I lost it, I realized like, yo, after all that dumb shit, after all those years of learning how to draw, paint, all that shit, it is all for nothing. One, digital art is a lot more readily available to people to go ahead and see, so people will hate your traditional shit, and traditional takes a lot longer. Two, AI will go ahead and overshadow you on everything, so if you did do any art, sorry bro, AI will go ahead and do it for you, but you can still put in the prompts, and that's how you can go ahead and be a, yeah, no, go fuck yourself. Like, AI killed the shit. So It's like, yeah, like, hey, I'm waiting for a lightsaber to go ahead and chop with, all right? I'm waiting for the Star Wars collab. Oh, wait, hold on. Do Korean companies side with Sweet Baby or any company like that? Because I don't think they would go ahead and collab with Disney. AI killed art anyway, so at that point, if I wanted to become an artist or if I wanted to pursue any type of art in a careerly manner, I'm fucked. The only way I can go ahead and do anything with my art is making the assets and shit for my streams, for my videos and all that. That's the only way I'll be able to make money on my art. Like if I do a shirt or a hoodie or anything, you know. If I do anything of the such, that's where I can go ahead and do anything with my art. Exactly, so I don't think they're going to be siding with, they're collabing with Disney. And the collab with a stupid skin for something we can't see on our character, like artifacts or, you're talking about the fairies? You're talking about, okay, so, yeah, that alchemy stone, that was a little redundant. I don't see why anyone would go ahead and spend it other than the bragging rights, like, hey, look at my stone, you don't have it. It does the same thing as everyone else's stone, big deal. It's kind of like if you went out and got your puck fairy. If you went ahead and paid for your puck, like, there's no reason for it. There's, like, it doesn't do anything. It's just the appearance. Oops, I need to go behind me. Go ahead and change it back to the puck to give myself a more adorable -50 fail stacks for the win. Yeah, like a lot of their skins and everything was just purely cosmetic, and there was no reason for it, just because they could. Bugatti, the Berserk, and all that. Like the first round of the Berserk, great, cool. You didn't have to bring it back again. Oh, but we need more players to come back in, and we need more revenue to go ahead and pay for our development for Crimson, so that event that we said would never come back out, we're gonna bring it back out again. Cha-ching! Cash cow. Right, and that's all of our dailies that we needed to go ahead and do for the week or the day. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. We got a total of 3k crow coins, 8.3 billion, and I can't really complain. I really can't complain. Go ahead, throw this bill into our central market, and I'm gonna go ahead start ending this off. I will be back to go ahead and stream some Project Zomboid. I just need to go ahead and get our cooking done before I can jump into that. But keep an eye out for the notification. If you guys are watching me over there on Twitch, be sure to follow me. Huge shout out to all of my channel members over there. You guys are fucking amazing. If you guys are watching me over there on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, turn on all those notifications so you know when I go live again with any type of Black Desert content. And huge shout out to all of my subbies over there. You guys are fucking amazing. And all of my channel members, you guys are amazing if you guys are watching. Any guild members lurking in here, you guys are fucking amazing. And we've been pumping out a lot of the guild quests recently. It's fucking great, even though I'm not really able to participate because a lot of it is mob grinding, and I can kill a lamb or two, you know, I can kill a lamb or two, but I will be back in probably 30 minutes to an hour for a short little Project Zomboid session. Hopefully if we die, I can go ahead and get more mods installed to make our experience just a little bit harder. We'll put the difficulty up, so keep an eye out for that. I will be back online tomorrow. We will figure out another activity to do to try to make another bill and or more. Maybe if I play my cards right, I can make 5 bill, but keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll be back, and I hope you guys enjoy your week in Black Desert. Hope you guys do some good life skilling, mob grinding, and or any enhancing. I like to live vicariously through you guys, and without you guys, I could not socialize throughout the day. So with all of that out of the way, thank you guys for hanging out with me, chatting, and I'll see you guys later. Keep gathering out there, everyone.